Hey guys, Joe Madden here of the Joe Madden Sports Podcast, joined this afternoon by Cab. You can find him on Twitter at DabbyCab. He's got so much great things going on, you guys. If you haven't caught his show, The Daily Sesh, you have to. Kicks off at 4:20 Eastern, Cab. I can't wait for the show today. How's it going? What do you
Oh,
got planned
thank
on your show?
well, so today I'm pretty excited. We've got oh gosh, who did Dutch told me we've got I know Troutwham is coming on, so he's an awesome guest, and he told me somebody else. We've got somebody else who I'm really excited to have on too. I already forgot who he said it was, but we've got two great guests coming on today, and like you said, we're at 4:20 every day, so you can kind of get the idea by the time and the name, the Daily Sesh, at 4:20. 420, right? But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So anybody who hasn't checked it out, we'd love to see you in there in the chat with us.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, make sure you go check it out. Put on by Pub Sports Radio. Cav, how's the day treating you so far? We've got lots of baseball on the board today. Some games have kicked off.
Early baseball too, right? That's
Yeah.
like you just said. I think that there should be with how many baseball games there should
Yeah.
always be a couple day games. Like, don't you think?
Shouldn't it
I
there?
think
I
baseball would
agree.
be it would be so much better to bet if every day we had like a noon game or a 1 o'clock game that we could bet. But yeah, today, I do have a play that starts at 3 Central, so 4 p.m. Eastern for what it'll
Okay.
be on the card for everyone. So that's exciting. Yeah, we don't have to wait till all night. I like day baseball. How about you? Have you had any early action?
Yeah, no early action for me so far today. We've got the Phillies and the Reds, top of the eighth, scoreless, still in that one. So that's a really interesting one. We've also got the Chicago Cubs, Washington. Washington's up by 1 run, top of the fifth there. So if
Oh,
anyone's got those
Washington's up.
games,
Okay. Okay.
Washington
You know,
is
and
up.
it just came back to me, by the way. It's Ski Profit. Shout out to him. Ski Profit is awesome. He's going to be on with us. He's been on with us several times too. And Ski's my guy. I didn't realize he was coming back again with us. So that's who it is.
That is awesome. We have pics from Dave in the YouTube comments. Cab in the
Go.
house. Look at this nerd. He loves calling you a nerd for some reason. Not sure why. Furthest thing from a nerd you are.
Well,
So
no, I think it comes from the Daily Sesh. We were talking about something, and he was like, we were breaking down like a strain of the day, and he was like, "Wow, you're nerds." So yeah,
okay, get it. I get it.
yeah.
That's a lot of fun for sure. You guys make sure you do check it out. It is a great show. I got to guest on it yesterday. Always some good laughs. And like I said before, we started the show. Lots of evergreen content. So if you missed the show over the last couple of weeks, go check it out because seriously, guys, you're gonna have some fun, some laughs, and learn a lot about these guys. Cab,
Yeah. I don't know about the learn a lot, but laughs.
about
Yes, you
you
got the
guys, that's for sure.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Learn about us. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. There you go. I'll take that.
It's always a good time. Okay, we've got lots of games on the board. Oh, actually, the Twins and the Royals are already playing too. I didn't realize that. Top of the fifth. Twins up 4-0, you guys. So the next game to kick off will be the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Baltimore Orioles. Cab, I have to ask you. I know you probably don't have a bet in this one, but any hope for my Blue Jays because I am not putting a bet on them to save my life.
Um, uh, you know, your matchup here is good. Voth, if I'm saying that correctly, I don't know much about Voth, but he's got a 5.34 ERA on the other side. He throws a lot of strikes. He just gets hit. And you got Stripling on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's been good. I mean, if you're going to win a game, this is the game to win. So yeah, there's hope. I think the Blue Jays should win this game, but something
They
in me
should have
just says
won.
do not.
Yeah, they should have won the first two of this series, Cab. They are not
That's
able to hit anything.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
Mm.
we talk about baseball being hot and cold, and even for the it doesn't matter if you're the best hitting team or the worst hitting team. Like the Blue Jays, they have the best batting average, right?
Yeah.
The best hitting team or the worst hitting team. It's gonna go like this. That's just how baseball goes. And right now, you said it. Like they're not scoring enough runs to. Well, I guess yeah. No, they've only scored 2 and 3 runs the past two
Yeah.
games. They've only scored 3 runs is the most they've scored the last 5 games. You're right. The Blue Jays are not scoring any runs right now. And that's not how they win games. They win games by scoring, not necessarily with their pitching.
Yeah, absolutely. In all honesty, I've taken the Baltimore Orioles team total over 3.5. I think that is an easy bet today. And I sprinkled on the Orioles on the money line. I sprinkled on dogs today, you guys. I've also put it in a 3-leg parlay, these 3 money line dogs that are going for the sweep today because
Oh, you
it's
have
a
a
beautiful
3-leg
parlay.
money line parlay with dogs? I laughed at that because you asked if there was any hope for your Blue Jays, and then you ended it with, "Well, I've already bet against them."
I have, because I have no hope in them. I have no faith. I would rather be on the other side. And then if I do lose it, at least my Blue Jays won. But I really
There you
don't see it
go.
happening today.
The Orioles they're making a statement right now, and the Blue Jays kind of are too. Right before the All-Star break, they were out the door on this Blue Jays team. If they didn't come back hot, I don't think we'd even be talking about them right now. But because they
Yeah.
came back hot, everybody forgot about how bad they were before the All-Star break. Well, I hope that doesn't. We'll see. This team is so bipolar, very, very bipolar baseball team.
That is a very good analogy of the Toronto Blue Jays. They just, they win the games they're not expected to win, but in the games that they should be coming in as the favorite, they can't even cover a reverse. Like if you gave them +1.5, they're not even covering that. So lots of problems for the Toronto Blue Jays today. We know Vladdy probably will have a good day at home here, though. Might be someone I look at to have a good day, but otherwise, nothing else on my Toronto Blue Jays. Which games are you looking at today, Cab?
As of right now, I have only placed one bet, and I'll talk about any game with anybody anytime. I
Yeah.
love talking baseball, but if I'm giving something out, it's what I'm actually betting my money on. I took the Padres in the first 5. I know they lost the last 2 games to the Marlins. Aren't scoring at all. They're playing right into the Marlins type of game by not putting up runs. But I think this Padres team, even with the up and down since the trades, I think that they have something to offer. I think they've got a good enough staff, and I think they score enough runs, and I don't think they're going to come out of Miami getting swept. Clevenger's been getting better. I talk about it a lot with pitchers, how they're either progressing or regressing. His career, he's got a 3.22 ERA and opponent batting average of 220 with a 1.18 whip. And this year, he was way over that. But at this point in time, right now, he's got it down to a 3.47 with an opponent batting average of 223 and a 1.14 whip. I think it's going to keep coming back down. Clevenger is a good pitcher.
Yeah.
And I think he just didn't start well this season. And those numbers, I think we're going to keep seeing coming down. 2 starts ago against the Dodgers, I know he got blown up there. That's the Dodgers. Outside of the Dodgers, his last start was 5 innings, 3 hits, and 1 run. And then 2 starts before that, 7 innings, 5 hits, and 1 run. He's been getting better and better, like I said. And on the flip side, you got Lopez, who's doing the exact opposite. He's getting worse. On the season, he's got a 3.55 ERA. His last 15 games, he's got a 4.64 ERA. And his last 7 games, he's got a 5.09 ERA. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. When you look at numbers, a pitcher is there. You don't stay at the same. You're either going up or down. You're getting better or worse. That's all there is. And Lopez is getting worse. And he, on the other hand, has a career ERA of a 3.9. So his 3.55 is heading straight towards his 3.9 or his 4 ERA of his career. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about with both these pitchers on the progressing or regressing. I like Clevenger here. I think the Padres come out and score some runs because they can't get swept here. They're still in this. So I took the Padres first 5 minus half a run at +110.
And no haircut for Clevenger coming into this game, right? We're good?
Yeah, no. I know that probably 0 people that I even know will get this, but because he's like an unknown artist, Clevenger looks like Young Pinch. Like he looks like the rapper Young Pinch. So I know nobody who's going to.
I have heard the name. I have to see what he looks like. Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard it through my kids.
Okay. There you go.
I know
I was going to say pretty much nobody that I know knows who that is, but I'm telling you.
He does. He does look like him. That's for sure, with the sunglasses back and everything. Oh my God, that is way too funny.
Yeah, so I'm backing Young Pinch on the mound today.
Okay, this is going to be an interesting game. This is a low total of 7 here. Any thoughts on that total at all, or are you just staying away from it completely?
So this is going to sound weird. But so
Yeah.
as far as this is what I want to happen, obviously betting with on the Padres, but I think the Padres can hit their team total over 3.5, and I think the
Okay.
game might go under. The Marlins don't score.
Yeah.
I could see this being a 4-1 or a 4-2 type of ball game.
Yeah, I
So I
could see
think the
it
game
too.
goes under. Yeah, I think the game probably stays under. But then again, I could see the Padres scoring 4, and I could see them scoring 13 because they're one of those
Yeah.
like they know they should be putting up runs and they're not. So I don't know. But at the same time, like I said, they probably don't score 13. I think this is probably like a 4-2 ball game. I think the game goes under, but I think the Padres hit their team total. It's at
Okay.
3.5, like minus 125 last I looked.
Okay. So the team total over 3.5, and then the Padres in the first five, correct?
Well, I didn't bet the team total, but I was just saying I think they
Okay.
hit it.
But you like the
But
team
yes,
total.
I do have the Padres in the first 5 at plus 110. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And I like your analogy with Lopez here, how he's been doing as of late, because I've noticed that as well. He just hasn't been looking like himself out there. So I think it's a great
And
way to go, Cap.
you'll get to a point too where when people get to their inning limit, if you hear people talk about that, as a pitcher, I can tell you that when your arm hits that point where it's
Yeah.
done, like there's nothing that you can do outside of like taking a break and letting it repair and then like going through a new season. Like without a break, there's nothing you can do. And some people are going to hit that limit. There are a lot of pitchers right now, um, like McClanahan for the Rays. I'm interested to see how he keeps going. And, some
Yeah.
people can handle it, but for the most part, people's arms hit a point where it's never been and they're done. And so we'll see. And I think Lopez could be at that point.
Okay. That's good to know. What are your thoughts on the Yankees? Do you think this is a team that can be bounced back anytime soon? Are they going to be able to get any offensive production done today, Gab?
Okay. This actually, I like this question, and this is how you can tell it's an organic answer because every time I bet the Yankees this year, earlier in the year,
Yeah.
even when they were winning, they would never score any runs. And I'd be like, this team hits 233. Like, how do they put up so many runs when I don't bet on them? And I'd tell everyone,
Yeah.
this team can't hit. Like, all they do is hit home runs in their crackerjack ballpark. That's the only reason they score is because they have that little park and they're able to hit the ball out. But then, they just kept winning. They kept winning, and I look like an ass. Well, now they're not hitting. I haven't been a fan of this Yankees team all year,
Yeah.
and I want them to keep losing. Um, they put up so many wins in the first half of the season. Like, gosh, they gotta really screw things up here. But they're on their way right now, and I don't
Yeah.
think this Yankees team can hit for crap, to say it politely. I don't like this team at the plate. They don't have any approach.
I love that answer. So I have the Orioles, the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Chicago White Sox all in a
Orioles.
3-team parlay, all underdogs tonight. Chicago looking to sweep the Houston Astros of all teams. That one's going to be interesting. Kopech and Valdez. Any thoughts on that game at all?
I have to look. I bet the Astros yesterday full game with
Yeah.
Verlander because I saw minus 125. Or wait, I got better. It started at minus 125. I think I got minus 114 or minus 115 with Verlander, and I'd bet it again next time. I'd always bet that, but I lost with them. If I would have won, I would have been on Valdez today. I do like Valdez for the Astros, but because of what the Astros have done the past two games, just giving it up late, it's almost like it doesn't matter what Valdez does. It can be a 2-1 or a 3-1 game. The past 2 days, Astros are going to lose it anyways in the 7th and 8th innings. So I don't hate it. I wouldn't bet the Astros today, is what I'm saying, just because of what they've done the past 2 days.
Yeah, they've killed my wallet the past 2 days. So have these other teams. So
Me
I'm
too.
fading all of them, taking these underdogs and really hoping for this 3-leg parlay to hit. I can't remember what odds I got on it, but it was pretty beautiful for a nice little
It's
sprinkle.
got to
So
be right. It's got
yeah, because we got plus 128 for the White Sox, plus 140, I believe, for the Tampa Bay Rays. Oh, it's gone to plus 118 for Tampa. That has moved so much today.
wow. So
They
I
were
tell you
close.
what, I've been told that, and I don't know, I don't do parlays, so I wouldn't know, but I've been told that if you're gonna do a parlay, you need to put, a lot of people will take like minus 300 or minus 400. And I've been told if you take just a couple plus money, like spots, it builds like a much better parlay and your chances are basically about the same as hitting anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Who wants to put a minus 300 favorite into a parlay? I sure don't. It takes down your odds so much and your value within that parlay. So, Cab, the Daily Sesh 420 today. Anything else happening for you?
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on at Pub Sports Radio, which is where the Daily Sesh is. We got some pretty cool stuff coming up for the football season, but Pub Sports Radio, just that's where the Daily Sesh is. That's where it all is. So just check out that, and that's where I'll be also, either here with you or over there.
And then follow Cab at Dabby Cab over on Twitter. Cab, thank you so much for joining me today. Have a good day. Kill the books. Good luck with all of your bets. And let's get some plus money tonight.
There we go.
Bye, guys.